Hey there, StarCraft fans, Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered today on Jane Doe. It's going to be a TVZ. For those of you who love the TVZ, right side of the map, it is our orange Terran player. It is BarrackS. And on the left side, we got Saber playing the Zerg. Two Koreans going at it. They going to win the next ASL? No, but pretty good games anyway from these guys. I'm excited for this one. I think it involves Queens somehow. RJB gave me a little bit of a tip there. So, hey, if you like Queens, this may be the TVZ for you. And it's Jane Doe. I love Jane Doe. There are so many choices that go into how you expand in Jane Doe, right? This could be your natural as a Zerg player if you want to wall off against vultures and stuff right at the choke. But you could also take this very safe base, or you could save it by expanding out here and then up here and then down here for a safe fourth, right? And also, Terrans, the choices. You can expand here. You can expand back there for a 2-base where you just need to defend a ramp, narrow ramp at that. And very easy to do. And this little Marine and this little medic here just slows down rushes, right? Slows down rushes, slows down scouting. And that is pretty much it for here, Jane Doe. A lot of high grounds, a lot of weird places to expand. You got places where you can destroy stuff to get alternate paths. You know the drill here. You've seen this. Overpool opening here from Saber. It's a 2-player map, and Overpool is the standard. No weird proxy barracks, or they wrote to be in the SCV across the map already here. So let's see what choices these players make. I'm excited to see where they expand. I'm excited to see what tech they're going for here. And is it going to be mech? Oh, it's going to be a CC first here from BarrackS. Oh, I didn't even say that. I didn't even think about it. Look at this, CC first. Oh, against an Overpool. Man, BarrackS is going to be so economically ahead after that decision here. And look, easy to wall off. There it is. We got a BarrackS. We're expanding as a Zerg player. We have no idea it's going to be a CC first with this Overlord or with this Overlord. Too slow and not even going across the map here. CC first from BarrackS. I love it. He is getting coached by Flash, or he was, so he's improving steadily, in my opinion anyway. And yeah, just taking a CC first or a Nexus first against a Zerg player on this map, so easy to do. Like, look, Lings are not going to get through this. Oh, this is a waste of Lings here. 4 Lings on the way. Is there another set? No. Lair on the way, though, for the first 100 gas. Very standard play here at the opening here from Saber. And, oh, there's the early gas. Okay, so it is going to be mech here from BarrackS. Is it going to be mech back into bio? We will have to see. Again, TVZ is in flux these days. The build orders from Terran are so interesting. And, is this? Oh, never mind! That's not a hard wall for Lings. Oh, no. What a disastrous opening here from BarrackS. SCV down. A Marine is dead. SCV's finding one more. SCV goes down. Okay, never mind. These Lings will get something done. Yo, okay. Look at this. And we get a scout off as well. He sees the early gas. Oh, Saber, you are so ahead right now. You killed SCVs. You killed Marine. You got a full scout off. You saw the... Okay, you didn't see the early CC, but he saw the late BarrackS and the late Factor, and he knows it's an early CC. He doesn't have to see it. Spire on the way. Sunken at the front. Because, again, Marine's moving out. Vulture's moving out. Just a safety sunken here. Just make sure we stay safe against that early push out from a Terran player. This didn't used to be a thing, right? But just early Vultures show up and kill all of your drones. That is a lesson that you need to learn, and Zergs have learned it here in 2026. So yeah, check it out. I'm Falcon Paladin. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe, man. Trying to get to 75,000 subs. Every sub helps a lot. Appreciate you being out here. I think a lot of my subs are from when this was actually a StarCraft 2 channel back in 2015, and then I started doing Brood War every Friday, and that really took over the channel. People loved the Brood War way more than the StarCraft 2, which is, you know, understandable. And so we are now a StarCraft Brood War channel. If you missed the StarCraft 2, I'm still doing it, but man, the view counts are low. Brood War is holding steady, and I appreciate that. So, Armory coming in, neat. We've got double factory, no big deal that way. Yep, Vulture moving out. Sunken already here like 5 minutes ago. And I'm waiting for this third base, man. I keep checking to see if he's going to go for the third. It's a Nexus first. What's your plan? What's your two-base play? Just a million Mutalisks trying to get out here, trying to murder the Terran that went for the greedy CC first. If I show up with 800 Mutas, he will die. And yes, that's true, but it's hard to make 800 Mutas off of 2 gas, as it turns out. He's making 5 of them now, which is fine, and a set of Scourge in case it is Valkyries, but I don't think we're seeing that anywhere. Production tab at least doesn't see a starport. Engineering bay for turrets. Obviously, armory for Goliaths and for upgrades. Neat. Charon boost going to get started. Oh, I don't know. Now-ish? I mean, when he has the minerals for it? Yeah, there's a Charon boost now. Exactamundo. So that's a prediction. We killed our medic at the wall. Medic is still here. Vulture gets wiped out by the Mutas, but he did scout the Mutas. He knows what this is. This isn't a Hydra bust. This is not going to be lurkers at his front door. This is going to be Mutas, which is really not a surprise at all. Vulture is really willing to just kind of die, I guess. Huh. That was not good by BarrackS. I mean, he got in and got kind of a scout on the saturation, saw that it was low. Mutas. Yeah, every Marine going to die. They're not upgraded. They aren't in numbers at all. The Goliaths trying to fight here, too. There are not enough Goliaths to fight this many Mutalisks, though, and 2 more are coming in. This is a disaster of an opening for BarrackS, man. It was going so well. And then he just didn't have anything to deal with the Lings when they showed up at the overpool timing. It wasn't even a pool first. Look at him. Look at him just wiping and wasting these Goliaths. It's not like he's 2-shotting them, but he's basically 3-shotting them. Repair doing a little bit of work here. SCVs are dying. This is disastrous. Okay. Well, BarrackS is having a really bad day here. I don't know how you come back from this. I'm serious. He cannot get Charon boost. He is not allowed to get Charon boost. He can't get Charon boost. Look at this one Ling being like, I got this. I got the Charon boost upgrade, boss. Don't even worry about it. I'll take it down. That SE is not repairing, but then it was. These 3 turrets up here, trifecta, getting some work done. But, oh my god. Okay, so he didn't get the upgrade. The upgrade finished. Might as well not bother with the machine shop there. It's pretty easy to replace, and it's not worth attacking. He's making Goliaths anyway. It's not like he's making tanks. So, front supply depot dying is going to slow down. Oh my gosh, this is going to slow him down too. Not a supply block, but pretty close. More Mutas, more Lings in production. Are we surprised by any of this? No. He is punishing the greed, and the greed is being punished. God, another Goliath down. Yeah, this is... I don't cast a lot of Saber. I can't tell you many facts about this guy, but he is playing an insanely good game right now. This Goliath count is 1. At the 7.5-minute mark, you as a Terran player against a Zerg have 1 Goliath. Okay, 2. Have 2 Goliaths. BarrackS is having the worst day. He's like, I don't want to tell Flash about this game. He'll be disappointed in me. Flash-san. I mean, no, they're not Japanese. They're Korean. What's an honorific or like a familiar term in Korean? What is... Okay, somebody who speaks Japanese and Korean, or at least knows the answer to this question. What is the Korean version of san as a suffix? Because in Japanese, it's like an affectionate, familiar type thing, I think, as far as I understand. I get this from anime, all right? I don't have anything official Japanese. But my daughter really loves anime, and I've liked it for a while, too. Anyway, turret burned down to the natural base. But enough Goliaths show up. They have their range now, and that's going to be it. So, what's the follow-up? What is the follow-up here? Infinite Mutalisks? Burrow, I guess. Upgrades for Mutas? Sure. They don't have any yet. Might as well give them a +1. What is this drone doing here? He's like, what am I doing here? That's just a bad rally. He poked up, scouted, didn't die. Like, good for this guy. What a hero he is. Vulture speed. BarrackS not actively burning down, but it kind of looks like it should be, right? That fire indicates it should be in a burning down state, and this third base is happening, but it is late. The only saving grace here for BarrackS is that it's not a really fast third back home for the Zerg, and he did all this damage. And in fairness, it's hard to do all this damage with Lings and Mutas and also get a fast third. Really cuts into your economy for the army units. So he's really turtling up here, man, on 2 bases. He's got a second armory for better upgrades. First armory's not getting upgrades, but, you know, he's got the 1, I guess. He's got the 1. He's working on the 2. He could be working on the 2. He's not. Science. Oh, there you go. Science facility. A little bit of a radiate on these Mutas. Never hurt anything. 4th base top left. Oh, no. Okay, Saber is ahead, and Saber is feeling it. Going for a 4th base before your enemy has the 3rd base is tough. This is very much an advocat build, where it's just mass Goliath. It's pretty good against Hydras. Their ground attack is better than you might think. Little tougher to make it work against Mutalisks. I don't know that I've seen many games where just mass Goliath shows up and the Mutas can't handle them. I've seen a couple. I'm thinking of some right now I've done during the live stream, which if you're not coming by to say hello on the live stream here on the YouTube channel on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, come say hello. I'll say hello back. You ever want to talk to Falcon? See what he looks like, maybe? I mean, the shorts I've been posting recently show what I look like, but maybe you don't see the shorts either. Vultures into the natural base. Okay, this is the kind of thing BarrackS needs. He does kill a couple drones, but the burrow keeps most of them alive. I guess the vultures were going to die anyway before they got any more of those, but still. We've got the Goliath, the +1. They're working on a +2 and a +1 armor. Irradiate is on the way at the science facility. And trying to set up for a third base here. Pre-making missile turrets because it's easier to defend a third base against mutas if you already have turrets. There you go. Burrowed Ling was there, but Science Vessel can see. Science Vessel can see in straight up invisible units cloaked by Protoss technology. They can also see as the Hydrodens on the way. Lings that are burrowed 2 feet under the ground. What technology do Science Vessels have? They can do both. Same with Overlords, let's be real. Another Vulture run by, and then another burrow. So 1 drone dies, 2 drones die. That's it. Everybody on burrows gets back to work. It is 30 drones to 46 SCVs. Third base on location, 30% complete. So at this stage, if it's just Muta, obviously tanks are going to be super helpful here. That's a lot, though. That is full stack in. That is a +1 attack. Any more upgrades on those guys? No, we're getting upgrades for the Hydras, though. So the more Hydras there are, the more tanks you want to have in this situation. But you need to scout that the Hydras are coming, right? At this point, the Terran is blind. He doesn't have a ComSat station. He can't check to see what's going on. He doesn't know what's going on over here at all. He doesn't know if there's a 4th base. He hasn't scouted. He doesn't know if there's a 3rd base. He hasn't scouted. He can make some assumptions based on the amount of Mutalisks that are flying around that he's not on 2 bases anymore. Saber has a base somewhere, but does he know about the 4th? No, because he's not getting ComSat. And the Vultures aren't doing a great job checking these bases to see what's going on. Now, he's not getting into this base to see what's happening. This is really cordoned off. But they're checking to see if there's a base here anyway. This is a pretty normal place to take a 4th on Jane Doe. That one's looking good, too, in the hood. Whew, speed upgrade for Overlords. Nothing, I mean, if Goliaths happen upon them, you can run with the speed, whereas you can't if you don't. But there's any Wraiths running around or anything hunting these guys. Queen's Nest on the way. 12 minutes, a little bit late. And BarrackS is stabilizing, right? He's got the 3rd base up. He's rocking it. He's got 2, 4, 5 factories. He's got a starport. He's got Science Vessel production. He's got the Irradiate with the energy for Irradiate. 2 of them, actually. You might as well, you might as well hit the group, right? Might as well hit the group with one of them and call it a day. Queen's Nest, hiding it from scans, but once again, is he going to build an academy? He is. He's building an academy now at 13 minutes, but by golly, look how blind he is right now. I mean, you can kind of see on the minimap where he's been. He's been here, he's been here, he's been here. That's it. He's never checked down here or up there. He has no idea what's going on in those locations. And the tank count is 1, and the Hydras are getting produced, and the upgrades are on their way here, too. He just doesn't know. He just doesn't know about the Hydras at all. He thinks this is mass Muta. The more Goliaths, the better. The more Irradiates, the better. Irradiates are good against Hydras, too, don't get me wrong, but it's easier to burrow a Hydra that's been irradiated or just straight up kill it. So he scans in, sees Hydra Den, sees Evolution Chamber. Okay. Scans down here, sees Scourge ready for a drop, and he's like, don't feel great about that. But what he doesn't see are these Hydralisks on this high ground. What did I say about this map? A lot of high ground. You got to go up and down to get across this thing. And Hydras on high ground against Goliaths on low ground. Or Goliaths, as I say when they're on the low ground. Bad times. Further upgrades for these guys. Getting +3 at 14 minutes is great for BarrackS. I love that upgrade timing for him. But, okay, there we go. Spawn Brooding on the way. Now, Queen's Nest. Yeah, maybe we can get Queens. It's probably just a Hive tech, but no Hive. Spawn Brooding first. What? Does he have any Queens? He does. He's got 8 of them. Oh, my gosh. It's going to take about 5 minutes in-game time to get up to 150 energy. You know the drill. But if all of these tanks die and then 1,000 Hydras show up with Muta support, BarrackS just dies. Even with the tanks, I'm not sure he's ready for this kind of an army. It's 155 to 147 supply. Saber is up in overall supply. I was like, are you gonna... Oh, okay, that's the easiest split of all time. I could split that. Parasite's a science vessel. Ah, Queen gets irradiated. Death sentence for her. She just sees what we're dealing with, right? But check this out. Check this vision out real quick. Yeah, look at this. Falls back, sees the position of the tanks there. Parasite should be used more often, honestly. I know it's easy to kill with an irradiate, but man, getting a couple parasites off on high-value targets the Terran doesn't want to get rid of is so good. Look, this guy can just burrow or just get sniped. Burrowed or sniped. He's got burrow. He can do either one. Oh my gosh, he's expanding to 6 o'clock. Well, I mean, BarrackS is 4th base, so he's not just, 3 base against 5. That would be the end of the world, but as it stands, BarrackS is okay. EMP's on the way. Both players about 170 supply. BarrackS has admirably macroed his way up into a better position here. Which one of the parasited science vessel is injured? But you don't want to lose it. It's too valuable to just kill a science vessel that's been parasited. Whereas, again, you will kill a Hydra that has been irradiated. It's totally fine. There are more where those came from, but science vessels are 225 gas. Gamete Meiosis on the way. I said EMP's coming in. Catching an EMP on a group of queens is kind of game-winning if a Zerg player invests this much into queens, which he is. So just kind of poking in, prodding in. Surprised he didn't try to get a cancel on that command center or just straight up kill it. This science vessel is way deep into Zerg territory. What's he doing down here? Oh, a little bit of extra irradiation damage. Sorry, Hydras flew right over you. He did scout this base, I guess, but the science vessel did not need to scout that base. You have 3 commsats. You have 3 scanner stations, as you guys call it sometimes, but I mean, it's commsat. That's what it is. No, Hydra's bad. Hydra's uphill, always bad. Uphill with tanks, extra bad. Here comes the engagement, though. Mutas and Hydras on top of just Goliaths. Tanks are not in position to deal with this at all. Irradiate, not getting responded to properly. A lot of damage on those over their Hydralisks there. Queens come in, spawn brooding a couple of the tanks. Okay, but more tanks roll in. They didn't even siege up. They didn't even have to. Once again, the +3 is here. I mean, I have cast some games in the past where +3 is not done at 25 minutes for a meching Terran, and it's like, what are you even doing? But I mean, in this situation, it was mech the whole time, and high ground. Shots missed by these Goliaths on the low ground. Siege tanks, not as much of a problem here. And full link attack on the other side, well controlled by BarrackS. That's exactly what he needed to do to win this game. That's not a game-winning strategy, but it does help. It helps. 157 to 137 supply. Marching in on the 6 o'clock. If he kills this and can hold on to this at the same time, I like what we're seeing. Oh, but he left this undefended. I should have noted that when I looked over here. So he leaves his 4th base undefended. He sends some Goliaths down to finish off this hatchery. Actually, not bad, dude. 3-2, scary stuff. Hydra's killing SCVs. Queens tossing off broodlings left and right here. And he wants to infest the command center, maybe? Kabam! Take that one and that one. Couple tanks die. Both queens die for it. No infested command center. But the command center does die to the Hydras anyway. They've got upgrades of 1-1. Dude, the upgrade advantage for the Terran is really good here. So 6 o'clock base dies. 4th base dies for the Terran. We've kind of reset. Ooh, there's another base down here protected by this temple, which, 1,500 hit points is not nothing, but it's not impossible to get through either. And this is big. A lot of SCVs die to the 4th base, though. Recovering those is going to be a priority right now for BarrackS. He's got 1 SCV being produced at a time. He says, I guess 48 SCVs is probably fine. I can transfer some down. Yeah, transfer some from the natural base, which was the first CC. So it's been there for a while. That's why it's so mined out here at 19 minutes. I mean, it probably would be anyway, but anyhow, man, these upgrades for BarrackS are killer. 142 to 119 supply. This is crazy good. Terran Mac, very scary stuff. Okay, so 2-1 for the Hydras at least. He's not sitting here on 1-1 anymore. That finished. The Carapace upgrade is in production. Will be here. Now, once again, coming up high ground. These are fairly narrow ramps. Right? Jane Doe has a lot of more narrow than usual ramps. This group getting chased away by this many Hydras seems weird, but I guess coming from flank And the south, queens come in. Bam, tank down, queen dead. I talk about this a lot, right? You want to keep your queens alive beyond the first spawn broodling. Like an F rank is you flew in with the queen, didn't get a spawn broodling off, and you died. That's terrible. But it's also equally bad to come in and get one kill and then die. That is like D rank queen. It's just not at all going to pay for itself. Then 2, 3, 4, 5 kills, you start getting up to the A rank, S rank queens, and it's awesome. But dude, Mass Hydra, this is a lot of tanks. This is an immense amount of tanks. These Hydras are just kind of walking into the queen coming from the top side and say, what was that, Falcon? How many tanks were there? A lot of them. There's 4 now. And look at that. The Hydras, the defender's advantage kicks in. The extra Hydras coming on in here. Overlords, I think these are just scouting guys. Oh my gosh. Another fairly undefended base. Science Vessel comes in and says, hey, I'm bait. Nice D-Matrix. Oh, this is a gorgeous hold by BarrackS. Oh, Science Vessel came in for no reason and died. Did not need to go in there at all. Terran falling back. Not enough tanks here to deal with the whole flood of queens. Here we go again. Bam. Look, queen got out of there. How many kills do you have? 0. Oh, that doesn't really count then. 2 kills on that one. And every tank is dead. Broodlings are chomping away. They don't have any upgrades because, well, they have armor upgrades. They don't have attack upgrades because we're not doing those today. We're making Hydras. Terrible. Nope, bad spot there. Do not want to be on the low ground. I know, it's hard. It is hard, but BarrackS is doing a great job using high ground effectively there, and it's another spot with the high ground. 8 more queens in production. It's a lot of queens. I said queens to start the game, and I did not say 14,000 queens. Look at this queen count. I haven't seen this many queens in a TVZ or in any circumstance in weeks, months, years, perhaps. Okay, coming down to deal with this temple, maybe. No, high ground in it again. 130 to 108 supply. This has been rubber banding back and forth in overall supply a lot today. Saber not retaking the 6 o'clock is a problem. This base being back is great for BarrackS. Queen comes in, 1 kill, dead. I think he just got a parasite off. Yeah, I mean, willing to sacrifice a tank on some level. Not stacked temples. There are some UMS maps we play during the Sunday stream, Saturday stream, you know the drill, here on this channel, where there are stacked temples. You can't kill them unless there is, you know, splash involved somehow. There have been some 1v1 maps that have had that concept. Command center down. Again, there's 15 queens on the map. You don't think one of them could be here to infest a command center, but that is disastrous. I've said this 1,000 times today for BarrackS. There have been a lot of disastrous things happening for BarrackS. Losing a base with almost no defense whatsoever is a problem. But you know, even the best players in the world make mistakes. I watched that wild card for ASL 22 where Snow, Tulbo, Hero, and Jaedong had to fight it out to see who got a guaranteed spot in that semifinal or quarterfinal, whatever it is, for ASL 22. And Snow, you know, he ended up beating Jaedong. He ended up beating Hero. He did great, and there were just big mistakes from both of those Zerg players that really were just like, oh, as a Zerg fan, you're like, disastrous stuff. Like, there's a moment where a shuttle with High Templar in it fly over Jaedong's Hydras. Like 7 Hydras. Could have killed the shuttle. Would have been a huge moment. Nope. Doesn't see it. Doesn't target the shuttle. He's actually moving them so they don't attack anyway. I think they're rallying. And High Templar drops, kills like 7 or 8 drones. Really hurts the economy of Jaedong. That's the kind of stuff, right? StarCraft is a hard game. Nobody's going to play a perfect game. But if you make more mistakes than your enemy, you're probably going to die. Anyway, 153 to 141 supply. Now who has the high ground? Well, tanks don't much care about that. This is why we have 15 queens. Ready? 15 queens. Oh my gosh. So many queens. Tank dead, tank dead, tank dead, tank dead. All of the tanks are dead. Okay, there's still like 6 back here. Surprising number of tanks alive after that kind of engagement. Guess what? We've got another group ready. This is 12 queens with enough energy for a spawn broodling. And here he comes. Yeah, this is where every tank dies, and probably a bunch of the Goliaths too. Look at this. All the tanks are dead. These guys siege up. They're like, wait, what is happening to all of our tanks up there? I don't know. New guys siege up. And nope, bad engagement there from Saber. Once again, queens walk in, die. Walk in, die. Okay, guys, calm down. Be careful. These Goliaths have +3 attack. They are mean and they will kill you. Another tank, another tank. Once again, dead queen. 2 kills on that queen and she's alive. 2 kills on that queen. And she's alive, but it doesn't really matter. The tank count is 1. And 125 to under 100 supply in favor of the Zerg. These guys defending something that doesn't exist. These guys high grounding. These Hydras could probably just come back and help deal with this, but no, small army for BarrackS. I'm not going to say this is the most spawn broodlings I've seen in a game ever on the channel, but my goodness, it is so many queens. I think I've seen Soma do this in a TVZ versus, man, who was that? I think it was Rush a while ago. Retaking the 6 o'clock. This base may be coming back here too, but yeah, I mean, there have been games I've cast with this many queens. It's just a rarity. 7 more queens on the way. Who's got 3 kills? Tell me somebody has 3 kills. No? Okay, I'm going to go through these queens real quick. Anybody have 3? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So here's the deal. If you have 47 queens, it matters less. If they get 3 or 4 or 5 kills, which none of them have. Not one of them even have 3 kills today. Which normally I'd be like, well, that is the worst. You're not using your queens well. You're going to die. But he has so many of them that it almost doesn't matter as much. I don't know what to tell you. Spider Mine's on the way. 6 o'clock base. Coming back. This is not happening. BarrackS hasn't gotten a new 5th base in a long time. Hydras, use this backdoor path to get in here. You should have known this was coming, BarrackS. You know this base died. Hydras getting up into the 4th base at the same time. I love that. Attacking 2 places at the same time is just so always hard to deal with. You can also feint a drop at the same time. Right, I'd kind of like to see that from Saber, actually, is just send a bunch of overlords up this way. Just be like, hey, I'm dropping your main, and make BarrackS respond to it. I guess he's winning enough as is that it doesn't really matter. Oh my. Oh my. 77 supply of Terran. Only 23 of it is SCVs, and more of them are dying all the time. Well, it's a 2-kill Hydra. Not bad. And then just all of the Hydras in the world. 3 threes caught up on the upgrades. Here at 27 minutes. Queens. One of them dies for nothing again. Here's the deal. If you're running face first into a ton of Goliaths, at least try for a spawn broodling. You're going to die anyway. Queens splitting out. They don't want to get EMP'd. Maybe he's just sending some of them home because, you know, they use their energy. Nope. They're just going home. Well, one of them is anyway. That's a great spot to spawn broodling from. That's good stuff. Wait. 3 kills. Okay, so these 2 have 3 kills. Those are the hero queens today. Not heroes queens, but hero queens. Get out of there, queen. 3 kills on that one, too. All right, things are looking better now. Vulture's out for the first time in what feels like about 20 minutes. Don't get a lot done. And, oh gosh, yeah, just queen every... Okay, yeah, that's a good GG timing. Saber gets the win, but when you have this many queens show up and your army is like 3 tanks and a couple Goliaths and all of your army can be spawn broodlinged at the same time, you just GG. I think that's fair. That's how that works. Ooh, another 3-kill queen. Welcome to the club, 3-kill queen. Oh, beautiful. I mean, actually, surprisingly, maybe this was a bit of a bluff. He doesn't have spawn broodling on most of these queens. Actually, none of these queens have a spawn broodling? Maybe they all use them in this engagement. Wow, none of these guys have a spawn broodling, but I guess these broodlings indicate that there were a lot of them just cast, so that makes a lot of sense. Anyway, yeah, look at this. Look at this queen count. I don't know. This is stuff that I envisioned back in 1998 when I was playing StarCraft with my friends. I was like, queens are so good. You can snipe High Templar with them. You can kill tanks with them. It's gorgeous. And then, yeah, every once in a while they get used like this, but for most of the time they get ignored. They're just not nearly as good as you might think. So this base being denied for BarrackS was an all-the-time situation. This base under harassment constantly was a big problem too. Yeah, I think the big moment in this game was probably when the Hydras came up and killed this base. Just straight up. There were like 4 Goliaths down here killing this base. He left his 4th undefended. Hydras came in, sniped it, killed it, and that really set BarrackS back. But Saber could afford to lose a base here. And then no, BarrackS could not. And this base never getting online was also really important for Saber, so just no pressure. The deepest we got across the map was about right here with the mech. And if that's as close as they get to one of your hatcheries with your mech, you're going to be fine. I guess this one died to Goliaths, but not that big a deal. Anyway, great game. I guess I want to point out, CC first doesn't always win. You got to make some good plays behind it if you're going to win that. And also the 9-pool follow-up that slipped inside between the two buildings and killed a Marine and killed an SCV. Yeah, I mean, the CC opening was pretty much invalidated by the opening that Saber had. Tough stuff. Tough enough. 231,000 points and 253,000 points in favor of Saber. Outproduced about 2-1. Got out killed about 2-1. Yeah, Zerg is okay with those numbers every single day. 15-3 buildings raised is a ton, and the outspend is not huge. But if you're going Hydra Queen and you're being cost efficient with your units as much as you can be, it doesn't have to be a huge advantage on the economy. Ha! All right. Well, that right there is going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.